I'm going to tell you really quickly what happened with me. So when I realized basketball wasn't going to be there for me forever, I said, okay, I want to be a coach. That was first of all. So I focused on my school. I became a teacher, and I started coaching, in the community first. When I started coaching in the community, there's some young guys that played for me. One of them is named Denham Brown. You ever heard of him? Okay. He went to Oakdale Middle School. He went to Bathurst, but then he played for me at West Hill. He went on to UConn. He was drafted by the Seattle Supersonics in the second round, and he plays for our Canadian national team right now. Okay? So another kid, Javon Shepard, he went to West Hill, played for me in high school, and now he's playing for our Canadian national team. Carl English plays for our Canadian national team, played for me in high school when he first came out. All right? Jermaine Anderson plays on our Canadian national team now. And I was great. I went to go watch the Canadian national team play, and 6 of the 12 guys on that national team had something to do with me when they were younger kids. So imagine that. So even though I didn't play, I was able to help guys that are playing at the highest level possible. The other thing I did was I started organizations. Have you ever heard of an organization called Grassroots?
Yeah.
Okay, so I started that organization many years ago with a friend of mine, Ro Russell. We went down to New Jersey together. We were both coaching together. And there's a young man named Junior Reed that came up with the name Grassroots, and we came together and we formed Grassroots. Now, Grassroots is that organization that everybody knows for Tristan Thompson and Corey Joseph and Mike Kabongo. So that organization was started by myself and Ro many years ago. You ever heard of an event called the All Canada Classic? It's Canada only has one national high school all-star game. All right, and it's held at the Air Canada Center. You ever heard of an all-star game at the Air Canada Center? You have? Yeah. Have you checked out? Anybody seen it? Anyone been to the Air Canada Center, seen that game? Okay. We have a few people. Both these young ladies played in it when it first started. It's going in its 11th year. It's a game it was started 11 years ago at St. Mike's. So that was one of the other things that I did when I first started. Because somebody has to run these events, right? All the events that all these you kids playing, somebody's organizing them and making them happen. How many of you have been to tournaments at Hoop Dome or wherever? Who's played in tournaments like that before? Right? Somebody has to organize those types of events. All right? So you understand now that you begin to understand who I am. That is who I am. I am somebody who works with athletes, and I develop programs for athletes to play in. And this book is called Home Team. So the author, his name's Eric Walters. There's 3 authors, but the main author is named Eric Walters. He's like the Michael Jordan of children's authors. Like as soon as he releases a book, it's a bestseller. It's like waiting, Drake drops something, it's top of the charts. This is what this author is like. He's a children's author. All right, his name's Eric Walters. So he wrote a book with Johnny and Jerome Williams. You remember JYD years ago? All right? So they wrote a book. And in this book, what they did was they created a character named Wayne Dawkins. All right? And Wayne Dawkins plays for the Toronto Raptors. And the kids in the book are trying to get Wayne Dawkins to come to their school. And the reason why they chose me as a character in the book is because of all the work that I've done in the community. And because at the end of the book, the kids and Wayne Dawkins give back to the community. And it's not about Wayne Dawkins being a professional basketball player. It's about Wayne Dawkins and the efforts of these kids to give back to the community. So I never played in the NBA, and I've run some of the biggest events that NBA players have played in. All those big names, Tristan Thompson, Corey Joseph, Denham Brown, all played in my events. I've had best-selling authors write books, that included me in them. I've had the privilege over the years of meeting and coming in and sitting in front of many kids like this and listening to me speak. So what I'm really trying to say to you is that love the game, love basketball, but understand at the end of the day, all right, you don't always have, basketball doesn't have to be just about who gets to put the ball in the basket. Right? And somebody said to me one time, and I'm going to say this for everybody, right? You may not be able to run as fast as somebody else or jump as high as somebody else, but you can all own. Because think about it, you know what? Somebody owns LeBron James and Shaquille O'Neal and Kevin Garnett. You ever thought about that? Somebody writes them a check and says, thanks for coming out. How many of you would like to own LeBron James or own Kevin Garnett? That's your team. You bring your people like, yeah, you know what? LeBron, you have to be at my house because my people are oh, you're not coming? Okay, no check for you today. Would that be a good position to be in? You guys like that? Okay. May not. Who would just rather be LeBron James? Who would like to own LeBron James? You belong to me. All right. So that's what I'm talking about. So when you're aspiring to do something big, sometimes, again, you may see LeBron James, you might think, okay, that's it. That's as far as I can reach. But where you want to go is you want to go above that. So when you talk about shooting for the stars, you're talking about shooting for like the top of the galaxy. LeBron's a star, but you want to go higher. You want to own him.
We can't double up, guys.
My name is Denzel.
Denzel, what? You look like you do the interview stuff. Got a strong voice, confident, good presence.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not going there by force. No. I'm not going there.
And you used to play the conference, right? My name's Wayne Dawkins.